Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel Sundari Arts. I'm so happy that you're here because today I'm going to share some new art supplies that I've gotten, and I'll just share a little bit about why I chose them and what I'll be using them for. During my meditation retreat, I spent a lot of time reconnecting with myself, and I think what's come out of that is that I'm discovering new ways of creating art and, really on this journey of discovering my authentic art style. And so what's happened is that I used to mostly paint with just watercolors or just gouache. And then recently I've started doing a lot more mixed media. And so because of this change in my art, I've decided to invest in some new art supplies. So I've mentioned these in a previous video, my travel art kit video, and these are the Caran-d'Ache Neocolor 2. And I've been using them in almost every piece that I've been making since getting back. And I just really, really enjoy them. They're water soluble, and they're just so much fun to use. And I've been collecting these ones over the past 2 or 3 years. I'd go to the art supply store every now and then, and I'd just pick up 1 or 2 colors that I liked. And since I've been using them so much in my artwork recently, I decided to get this set. And this is by, I think, a French artist. So she put together these colors. And I think they're really nice colors. Some of them are colors that I already have, but some of them are new to me. And so I'm really excited to get this set. It's also nice because it comes with a little case, and I think it'll be really useful to have when I'm traveling. So I could just fit, 10 in here, and I don't have to worry about them breaking or anything like that, even if they're pretty safe inside of my Sendak artist roll. So I'm gonna open these up and maybe swatch them out in my little sketchbook that I've been using and just show you a little bit about that. So it came wrapped in plastic, and then it just has this little sleeve. It's got some white stuff on the box. I don't know what this is. Oh, even more in the back. I wonder if this will come off. Looks like it will. Okay, that's really nice. So I'll do that a little bit later. And here they are. So I got the warm set. There's also a cool set. It is limited edition, but I've found several stores that still have these. So if you're interested, you can definitely check that out. And yeah, beautiful colors, really nice. Wow, right away, I think my favorite one is actually this Sahara yellow. That's a beautiful color. And this orange too, that's a nice color that I didn't have. Yeah, very beautiful. This one almost looks like a dark gray, but it's umber. Okay, yeah, beautiful. And then a Chinese green that looks quite yellowish. Yeah, so this is great. So again, just adding a little bit to my collection of Caran-d'Ache Neocolor 2. And yeah, I'm really excited to use these. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think what I'll do, and I told this to an art friend on Instagram the other day, is that I probably won't use this as a complete set. What I want to do is actually to choose the colors that I like the most and fit them into this little box. and so I'll probably be taking some of these out and replacing them with other colors. And I'll probably do that at a later point because I want to show you what else I got. But these are great. I'm actually going to show you, I want to show you an example of what it looks like. So recently I posted this parrot that I'm really proud of, and I got a little bit of tracing paper just so that it doesn't smudge. But this is gouache as the first layer, base layer. And then I have some Neocolor 2 and a little bit of colored pencil. So this is kind of how I've been working. I want to see if I got something else I could show you. Okay, so this one is similar as well. So I started with gouache and then I added Neocolor 2 on top, as well as some colored pencil. So yeah, really fun mixed media approach that I've been taking these days. And actually, this is interesting. This is another drawing that I just made recently, and what I did was I used pastels first, and I really rubbed them into the paper, and then I went in with some colored pencil and some, again, Neocolor 2. And you know, I was craving a little bit of a different shade of green, so I thought, oh, I could use some other colors as well. But you know what? I actually like how it turned out. This was with, let's see, the lime green. Yes, that's right. And I actually like having these muted colors with a touch of more of a bright color. That's something that I've been enjoying. And yeah, so let's take a look at what else I got. Just put this away for a second. So I got some different things at the art supply store. It's a bit noisy, this paper bag, so I'm just gonna take it all out at once and then I'll talk. Okay, that's everything. And let's just organize these real quick. Okay, so I got this one here. I got these Ecoline brush pens. I got some Faber-Castell pencils. Over here. One more Neocolor 2. And 4 new Caran d'Ache Luminance. During the last couple of years or so, I haven't actually been buying that many art supplies because I've just been focused on using what I have. And like I said before, I was mostly just focusing on either gouache or watercolor. And so I didn't really have a chance to use as many media in my work. And so I'm really excited to, switch that up. And, I think it's just really good that I was able to get these art supplies. And yeah, I'm really happy. So one thing that I got was this pan pastel, and it'll be interesting to use. This was the color that I had in mind when I was making that little sketch from the other day. So this sketch right here, it turned out really nice with the lime green, but what I had in mind was actually this green. And so I think it'd be interesting to kind of do that again. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'll definitely try making a landscape with this one. So the next thing that I got was these Ecoline brush pens. I got one maybe a month ago when I got back from my travels, and I was just trying it out. I know that a lot of people seem to like them, and I actually really enjoyed it. I like the effect that it makes, and so I decided to get a few more. I think they'd be great as like a quick sort of layer if you don't have much time to sketch, which sometimes that happens when I'm out and about traveling, don't have a lot of time just to get my gouache or my watercolors out. And so I think this would be fantastic. And I'm going to show you, I tried them out at the art supply store, and so I just tried them out in my sketchbook. And these were the colors as I was testing them. Ended up getting this slightly brighter green as opposed to this one. And then I got, I think, this deep ochre. Oh, is it? I think it's this one and this one. These are both the same. The ones underneath the pencil scratches. Had to test them out. And then I got burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is this one over here. And I got a warm gray. What else? Let me just put these little tags away. Then I got these pencils. I got some of these last year, I think it was. Actually, that was when I started doing a bit more mixed media. I mean, well, I was layering a little bit of, I was playing with pencil on top of watercolor and just trying some new techniques. And I did that for a little bit, but then I don't know, I feel like it didn't quite work out exactly as I wanted to. And so I didn't really think much of it. But recently I started using these pencils again, and I feel so lucky that I bought those pencils last year. And that's one thing about buying art supplies for me, like I find that, sooner or later I'm gonna end up using everything. And so that's a really good feeling when you finally do. Now I'm gonna show you the other Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils that I have. So these are the other colors that I have. I just had them in my Sendak. And so I got these 4 new colors. And actually it's really nice to see how well they go together, I feel. Really pretty colors. And recently I've been attracted to, very like earthy colors, a little bit more muted too. And yeah, I'm really excited to try these out, keep using them. Yeah, and I'll definitely show you some artwork once I've created some with these. Then I got this Neocolor 2. This is the light olive color. I think it goes really well with all the colors that I got. And it's a little bit different from the lime green. I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but I think they will also go very beautifully together. And especially with the olive. So now I have olive and light olive. And one of the things is that recently I've been getting more into landscape drawing, sketching, painting, everything. And so I've been choosing colors that I'm seeing in the landscape. And I think greens are just, something that I've been enjoying a lot. And then finally I got these 4 Caran d'Ache luminance pencils, and these are so beautiful. I've worked with these before. I have I think maybe 4 more or so, and I think these might be some of my favorite pencils. So I think both these and the polychromos. But again, I'm pretty new to the colored pencil world, so I'm still learning a lot about colored pencils, and I'd say that, you know, I kind of gravitate to, really nice, smooth, rich pencils, and these ones feel just like that. And so I also tested some of these out here in my sketchbook while I was at the store, and I guess these were just the colors that were calling to me. I did have a bit of a plan before going to the art supply store. I had made a list of colors that were interesting to me, and wow, I actually got exactly the colors that I was interested in. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. I like to sort of go and see them in person before making a decision. But yeah, these were exactly it. And I'm surprised that they actually look so harmonious together. They look really beautiful. I was also interested in the Polychromos Earth Green, so I did get that one. And yeah, looks like that's pretty much what I got. Now, my art supply store doesn't have all the Neocolor 2 colors, so that's just something that, made me even more inspired to get the set that I got, because some of those colors are just not available there. And it just is nice to be able to get them at last. So, I think that's mostly it. I will go ahead and open up these. Okay, yeah, pan pastel. Wow, this sponge is so much softer than I thought it would be. I'm just having fun touching it because it's got a really interesting softness and texture. I don't know. I don't know why it makes me laugh so much, but it's really funny. And yeah, I'm excited to try this combo. I had gotten a couple of pan pastels before. This was also last year when I was trying that technique, with the pencils and a little bit of pastel. And I mean, I have to be honest, it worked okay. But I think now I could give it another try. When I got those pastels back then, I was too cheap to get us one of these applicators. I just didn't see why I should, and I actually found out it would have been nice to get an applicator, and so this time I finally decided, okay, I'll get one. I think it'll be useful. And so I've never tried one of these before, but I'm excited to try it. And yeah, I think next I would like to show you an example of me just working on a sketch and using some of these new supplies. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that set up, and I'll see you in a moment. I'm back. I just went and got this postcard of Glastonbury, which is one of my favorite places. I don't know if you can see it well, I hope so. It is a little bit glossy, this postcard. And basically, yeah, I had the wonderful chance to be there in September of last year. And this was actually the picture that inspired my recent sketch that I showed you a little bit earlier. So this one right here. And I think what I'd like to do today is to replicate it. And of course it will turn out a little bit different because I'll be using some of my new art supplies. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. So there you go. Now I will say it's either finished or it isn't. And that's a true statement. So we'll see. Who knows? I might be struck by inspiration later. But yeah, you could see the difference that it made using different supplies. I really love them both. They each have their unique characteristics, and yeah, I'm really happy. So I used a lot of my new supplies, as you can see, and yeah, I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea of what these supplies can do. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me here for this. So this is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. And before you go, if you could let me know what art supplies you've been using recently that you've really been enjoying. I'd love to hear. I just love hearing about people's experiences and, you know, what is bringing them joy as they make art. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.